The Android App Show, episode 45. You ready for this, Lane?
I'm ready.
Let's get started. Welcome to the Android App Show.
The future of the telephone business is bright and rich with promise for the millions of telephone users like yourselves, whose quick acceptance and ready use of each improvement in telephone service has helped make possible an endless chain of accomplishments. What will it be this time?
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Android App Show.
Having a little bit of fun tonight.
We're having way too much fun tonight.
Is that spillover excitement from CES, I think.
Yeah,
So there's tons of that going around, though. We're not the only ones.
no kidding. I mean, if you hadn't gotten your fill of Android stuff at CES, welcome to the show. We're going to talk about some apps today, aren't we, Lane?
Yep. Yeah, we've got tons of stuff going on, and we're doing a little experiment today. This week I made a couple, like, prepackaged almost files. They're not almost prepackaged. They are, in fact, prepackaged. And they're not exactly perfect, but this is, like, the first step to making something awesome. So
Yes.
We hope you'll enjoy it and leave us some feedback.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's true.
some good stuff going on. But we're still going to keep pretty much the same format for the show, app reviews and news.
Mm-hmm.
I'd just like to see if we could change something just for a little while, see how it goes, and if it totally sucks, then
Streamline it.
I'm going to change it back.
We're streamlining it a little bit.
Yeah,
We're outsourcing it.
yeah.
Oh,
to
we should
to the week.
outsource it to like
India or right?
like the actual developers. Oh wait,
Yeah, like have them write reviews for their own apps.
whoops.
Just send us in the pre-recorded, pre-produced reviews, and
Yeah.
we'll be good. I'll just dub them over with my voice. If you like, send a script as well.
Translation at the bottom.
And any money you want to send us will help grease the skids.
It's totally not true, but it'd be funny.
Yeah.
So we're going to get started here with our first app review, and we'll hand this over to Lane here
Yeah, so
to
this,
see what he's got going on.
this first app review is for MediaFly, but of course you're going to hear that in the app review as well. So please enjoy.
That's right.
Right, this is Lane Montgomery for the Android App Show, and today we're going to be reviewing MediaFly. MediaFly is a podcasting app for Android that does both audio and video podcasts. So pretty handy. Don't really see a lot of these that handle both of them in the Android market. At least not this well. Let's see. When you open it up, it's pretty simple. They have popular channels that you can browse through. You can pull up any of this stuff. And they list both audio podcasts and video podcasts with handy little symbols like for audio and for video right there. You can stream the content. Just as soon, you click on it, you can stream it right away. Especially if you're on like a good connection. But if you're not, you can stream the audio podcast really well on any 3G connection, and video does fine too, but it just kind of stutters a little bit. So let's go back here. One of the other features here, you can, once you go through and you pick some things, it keeps track of what you've actually been watching and will store it in your channels if you set it to auto download. So like whenever, let me pull up another random podcast here. So you want to keep downloading this, you long press on it and turn on auto download, or turn auto download on. Once that happens, new episodes come, the phone will automatically grab it for you, and it'll be listed in your favorites. It keeps your favorites. You don't necessarily have to sign in, but if you do sign in, it'll back them up on their server, and they'll always be there for you to cherish. And one of the kind of nitpicks that I have about this is that the search key on the phone doesn't bring up the search in the app. But other than that, I can't really complain too much here. If I do a search for the Android App Show, search. Our feeds show right up on here. So you can do video and audio right inside this MediaFly app. This is free. It's on the market. And if you want to search for it, it's one word, MediaFly. Thanks for watching, and check out the website for more app reviews.
That is the first one that we published. So there's definitely a lot of stuff that needs to be worked on for it.
Yes.
But what did you think of the app?
The app is awesome.
Yeah,
I love that app.
Yeah, we reviewed it on the iPad show,
Uh-huh.
and you were like, "No, this is on Android too."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't believe I'm being schooled by somebody with an iPhone. What's on Android?
Well, Lane, they actually won the award for that app.
Oh yeah,
That one developer award, was it? Who was putting that out? It wasn't.
I don't know.
You know how there was like this developer like award thing for build your best Android app? Remember that?
That sounds right.
It was like some like I think it was a European something was doing it, like a carrier maybe, Nokia.
No, that's Nokia wouldn't be it. So it was. It
But
was
this
a
is
carrier.
cross-platform.
Yeah.
I think it was something weird like that though.
Oh, somebody.
It was a developer
I'm sure we're
challenge.
gonna get an email.
It was a developer challenge,
Yeah.
and they won. They got like money, the actual money for it too.
Nice.
They won in the it was media, augmented reality, and entertainment category.
Well, I'm pretty happy. I mean, they have our podcast listed in there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So and that's available on Android, and like when I looked at it, it was crazy because it was available on so many different platforms, on Android and iOS and like BlackBerry and just like everything. Palm.
Maybe not Palm. I don't know.
I think it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And a free app too. You know,
Yeah.
it's a pretty powerful podcast downloader. It does video and audio, which
Mhm.
that I mean, I gotta say, it really impressed me because there's not really that many on the market that do both of them well.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'll do one or the other all right,
Mm-hmm.
or pretty good. But a lot of the ones that do both are just very clunky interfaces.
Now, when you're using this, how did you find yourself using the downloading stuff? Did you download a lot of content or did you stream a lot of it?
I do a lot of pre-downloading because even though I've changed up to Sprint now, I just have really poor coverage in the building I'm in all day. So, and I'm always nervous because they have like that fake cap, you know what I mean, where it's not like a hard cap where, you know, it's like, we don't want you to download too much, so one day we'll let you know if you did, you know? So, I don't know, I'm always conscious about that stuff. But what's really great about this is you can either stream it or you can have it set to auto download.
Like cache it, yeah.
Yeah, I set it to go out and fetch at 5 a.m.
Nice.
So that way it's fresh, it's all ready.
And it just does that through your phone's connection?
Yep.
Like right to the phone?
Yep, right to the phone.
No syncing?
No syncing whatsoever.
Whoa.
So, yeah, pretty impressive.
And it runs in the background and does that whenever?
Yep, just 5 a.m. it'll start up and
Whoa.
go out and look for new content.
Whoa.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
It's glorious. It's MediaFly.
But there were some issues with the video on that too.
Yeah.
So I'm working on some of that as well. The camera that I
on
that I'm
your
using
review
is,
itself.
yeah,
Not in the
is-
app.
No,
The
yeah.
app was good.
Yeah, the app's awesome. But the video was just the white balance you were saying.
In
which was a
our
good
review
point.
that we filmed, we realized that the white balance is a little off. There's a little bit of auto contrasty kind of stuff.
Yeah, and there's like you're on a ship in the middle of the ocean,
Yeah,
like
Lane.
waving back and forth.
Lane, you can take one of the tripods that's over there.
Okay.
You're gonna take that home with you.
I'm
tonight.
drunk at home recording app reviews or something. You know, this is the greatest app. I don't know. Maybe I should just get better holding a camera.
No. Tripod.
So I wasn't drunk, I promise.
Yeah, right. We have another app though.
Yeah, we do. This one has been filmed in landscape mode instead of portrait like the last one. So just a little bit different format, but we're trying all this stuff out. And this one's Tank Hero. So
Tank Hero.
Pull it up.
All right, here we go with Tank Hero.
This is Lane Montgomery for the Android App Show, and today's review is of Tank Hero. This is a free app available in the Android market. Tank Hero is pretty cool because it offers you a couple different ways to play the game. I'll just bring it up here. We'll play level 1.
3, 2, 1.
You have this little joystick over here on the left side. I call it a joystick. It's not an actual stick, but it isn't exactly a D-pad either because it gives you that fluid movement that you don't get from a D-pad. But the objective of this game is to drive around, avoid being killed by these other tanks, and kill them. And the way you do that is you just point at where you want to shoot. And boom. Awesome victory. So you just skip right on to the next one. There we go.
2, 1.
The bullets are kind of cool because they bounce off the wall once. So you can shoot it like that, bounce it off, and try and shoot guys around the corner. Success. You basically have 3 lives up here. At the top right you can see the 3 hearts, and it shows you what your score is. So the next level, pretty easy. But this stuff does get very hard. You almost have to go through like mazes or whatever of tanks, and some of the tanks can shoot over walls. They have different kind of abilities and weaknesses for each tank. So it's a pretty interesting game. It's definitely challenging. It's ad supported here, obviously, as you can see on the top right. But they also have, if you go into options, you have the regular sound controls, but the input here, swipe and tap, or the virtual D-pad, which is what I just showed you. But the D-pad can also go over here on the right side of the screen, in case you're just more used to that or more inclined to use that. But I'm going to pull up here, let's see, swipe and tap. Play campaign mode. And we'll start it back at level 1.
3, 2, 1.
With this method, you basically swipe in a direction anywhere on the screen, and the tank will move that way. So it makes it so there's no specific D-pad, which you'll either really love or really hate. Just depends on how into the game you get.
3, 2.
And it's kind of interesting to have one game, I think, with so many different styles. And that's the other thing too. You can just about play this with one hand with the swiping, but it would be a real challenge.
3, 2, 1.
So what I do want to do here, though, I'll pause this, go back to the menu, go to options, and change it to dual D-pad. It's another way to control this game.
3, 2, 1.
Allows you to steer with one, and then aim with the right D-pad. So kind of like pool games or whatever. You know, where it shows you the shot that you're making. That one's a little bit weird. I suggest that you mess around with it before you get into the game. Try out some of the controls just to see what's going to fit right for you. Because if you start playing the game and then switch controls, It really messes with your mind. So check this out on the market. Again, it's free, ad-supported. Tank Hero. Thanks for watching. You can check out more reviews on the AndroidAppShow.com, or just watch some more on our YouTube channel.
So there's, like I said, there's a long way that we have to go, or specifically that I have to go for these reviews. But hopefully, what it's going to end up doing is bringing a lot more fresh reviews. You know, as soon as they come out, you won't have to wait for whatever the weekly show is. Like we'll be able to publish reviews right on YouTube in a very timely manner. And you know, eventually, if we end up with such a great problem as I'm making too many, then we can choose which ones we want to put on the show.
Yeah. And don't worry, we're still going to have our discussion of the apps after the review. For example, on that app, there was a lot of different like ways you can control the stuff. Was that weird?
Yeah, that's very weird. Especially because I never, when I downloaded the app and I played it for a while, I never tried out all the other alternative controls.
Right.
So I got really used to just having the one joystick with my left thumb and then tapping on the screen in the direction I want to that I want to shoot.
Yeah.
So when I went and switched over to these other controls for the review, oh man, I totally screwed myself.
Yeah, you
up.
did. That was bad.
Like that tap and swipe one, or the swipe and tap. Like my tank's like right next to the other one, and I couldn't even shoot him. It was horrible.
Whoops.
So
Yeah. That's what happens.
What was the whoops?
You couldn't shoot him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It happens.
And
Don't
like
worry about it.
I wasn't muted, was I? the whole
What?
time.
No.
So again, I'll be working on some of the quality. We'll up it, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll give it another couple runs, and
We're moving forward here. We're making progress.
yeah, maybe
Doing cool stuff.
Well, it's nice to, I think, try out some new things. You know what I mean? Being one of the smaller, I think, podcast
Not really.
mini networks or whatever on the
Yes.
internet. You know, compared to there's some bigger ones,
Bigger
than us.
players.
We get to kind of, I think, experiment with some of this stuff, and then we get a little bit more leash to do that.
As far as Android, though,
Yeah.
you can't. Android video podcasts?
Yeah. I don't
Hello?
think- It doesn't get that much bigger than us.
No.
I mean, that's not.
We're a big deal.
I'm not bragging. I mean, not everybody knows about it. I run into people
Right.
all the time that don't know,
Mhm.
which kind of upsets me because I'm like, why aren't you people telling everybody about the show? Are we that bad?
It's because my hair's crazy.
I'm like, I've seen the numbers. People are downloading it and watching it. Tell some people, you know. But
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It's exciting and it's fun. So I hope you guys like it. If you don't, let us know. But just be kind, you know. Some constructive criticism.
Constructive.
Yeah. But I would appreciate it. Criticism is welcome. So, what do you want to do, Dave?
News!
Oh!
I want to do news because we've got a little bit of news here that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little
oh, Lane, you know, I could see this coming, but I didn't think it would be this soon.
No, I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry.
Android passes iOS in U.S. smartphone OS share, says ComScore.
Yeah.
So that means, not only does that mean that there's more Android phones being sold than iPhones, that's iOS. So that includes iPhone,
Yeah.
iPad,
Yes.
and iPod Touch.
That's right. And that's a statistic that we passed a long time ago. This one
Right.
is physical users out on the street
iOS.
with Android market
Android.
versus a device with the App Store on it. So, dollars to dollars.
Dollars to dollars.
Yes. You have more people using devices with the Android market than you have people using devices with the App Store. And those aren't sales, those are live devices right now in people's hands.
That is crazy. Well, one thing I noticed, I was looking at some of my Google Analytics statistics for the past couple weeks here
Yeah.
on a bunch of different websites that I manage and keep track of. And one thing that I noticed is like Android is going insane.
Yeah.
Like this holiday season was crazy.
That's
between before the holiday season, like mid-December, to the beginning of January. Really, January 1st is where it kicked off.
Yeah.
For some reason, I guess new contracts or businesses getting new phones or whatever. There was almost a doubling of Android devices that are accessing our network of websites.
Yeah, and well, I think it's totally the Christmas effect. You know what I mean? People are getting Android phones for Christmas.
Getting them for Christmas, or like, yeah, and bringing them to work, or getting new work phones for the year.
Yeah.
Or just like all that kind of stuff.
I'm sure people buy because they say like the holiday shopping season really does last into the
Right.
first part of January
Yeah.
because a lot of people will shop right afterwards for Festivus. So, but that's a little joke. But sorry, that's what all the great deals are. But people really do. People really do that. I remember. I think when we bought a computer when I was a lot younger. That we did it always right after Christmas
Right.
because the great deals on
That's what I'm saying.
computers were right after Christmas. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was like a doubling. It was
It was a
pretty
lot.
noticeable.
It was a
increase.
giant spike.
And I know, like at my workplace, everybody has Android phones now. If you're buying a smartphone, nobody's buying Palm. You know, nobody's buying BlackBerry unless the company gave you a BlackBerry.
Right.
And I only know one person within the past month that bought an iPhone. And I know probably at least 8 to 10 people out of the 40 to 50 or so people that I work directly with
And on the stats that we were looking
that
at,
have Android.
the iPhone, and this has been confirmed by other sources also, but the iPhone popularity has kind of stayed even.
Yeah.
The Android has gone up quite a bit. We did see a little bit of increase from iPad.
Yeah.
Some of that post-holiday push from iPad, new
Well,
iPads.
I think the iPad's going to continue to go. I definitely am excited about the new Android tablet operating system,
Yeah.
3.0, is what they're calling it, which is weird. I have some stuff about the tech show, so I should say like right now, if you're watching or listening to this,
Yes.
you need to watch the Android Tech Show this week. Boom, you need to watch or listen.
Watch it.
Because we're going to have a little bit of summary of CES and talking about some of the other stuff that we just don't talk about on the app show because this is the app show and that's the tech show. So that's my little thing right there. So,
Nice. It was a good little thing.
yeah. But I'm really excited with where Android's going. And if you would have asked me a couple months ago, is your first tablet likely going to be an Apple tablet or an Android tablet? I would have most definitely said Apple. Right now, I really don't know.
It's up in the air.
So you see these tablets, and
They're pretty hot.
it's pretty beautiful. I gotta tell you.
Like the BlackBerry tablet.
No, I'm talking about the Android tablet. People are talking great things about the BlackBerry tablet, but come on,
It's
are
BlackBerry.
you serious? Are you serious with this BlackBerry tablet?
They stole everything from Palm, so
Pretty
maybe.
much. But I think for me, what's going to end up being the deciding factor for this iPad versus Android tablet thing is going to be the price. So, if you've got iPad sitting at $500 or the rumor is iPad 2 sliding down to $400, if the Android tablets can't keep up with that sliding scale,
Well,
I'm sorry, I'm cheap.
I think you can pick up one at Kmart for 150, 200.
Oh, no, I'm talking about real Android tablets.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, but watch the tech show. That's
Tech
all I'm
show.
gonna say. Tech show. Plug
Watch
tech
it.
show.
Cool.
All right, so next story. This I'm kind of ambivalent about. Skype has bought Kick or Quick, however you want to say it. There's no U.
Quick.
To handle two-way Android video calls.
Yeah.
So, whatever. I mean, you can make Android video calls right now with Kick, Fring. Yeah, Kick, I guess, is the BlackBerry Messenger, right? That's moving to everybody else.
I don't know.
But you could make video calls right now on Android using Quick. Skype has kind of been, I don't know. I'm surprised that they made this purchase for the video
So
calling
am I.
technology because I would have thought that they were working on this stuff the entire time and they were close to releasing it.
Yeah, I
you
know.
So,
Well, what Quick has always been known for is not so much the video calling stuff on Android. They really got started in this whole Ustream kind of live broadcasting of your video.
Oh, totally. I did a
So-
lot of like when I first got the house over there and I was doing some of the work on
Yeah.
it. I did some quick streams,
Mhm.
saying this is what I'm going to be doing here, blah blah blah. This is the progress we made. So it was very cool. Very innovative. People could just jump on that. You'd see people
Yeah.
jumping on the channel to watch. You get 10 viewers, and then it would just drop to 0, or
Yeah.
and then go up to 20. You know what I mean?
When we were doing our live broadcast from the Apple Store in line for the iPad,
Oh yeah,
we used Quick to
Yeah.
broadcast.
pretty solid stuff too. I
That's
never
really
had any
cool.
problems with it as far as
Yeah.
server reliability.
So I think what Skype is doing is they've had a problem with bringing some of their encoding technology in their video streams to mobile devices, and I think
Mm.
they're kind of getting some of that brain trust from Quick.
Well,
It's the people.
good on them then.
It's the people they want.
It's like I say, it's encouraging though, because I'd like to see Skype coming on, for video calls and stuff.
Yeah.
And they've already announced that it's going to be going to Verizon phones, and like an exclusivity agreement for these Verizon 4G phones. But it's the same thing they did with the Skype app when it first came out. It was exclusive to Verizon,
Now, what's
And
going to be
then-
exclusive again?
Skype.
Skype.
But then after it was a month or so or whatever, then it was available for all the carriers.
I have
So
it on the iPhone.
there's just some money that changes hands.
The iPhone has it already.
Well, yeah, but I mean it's Android, so
Yeah, it's a little slower.
just wait. You'll get some of this carrier stuff where there'll be some app that launches exclusively
Oh,
for
yeah.
the Verizon iPhone.
We
or
have that,
something.
don't we?
Yeah,
We have carriers now.
yeah. Pretty weird to think. Can join the leagues of other great countries like Britain that have had, or the UK. Sorry, guys, that have had multiple carriers for their iPhone. But our iPhones don't switch back and forth
No,
yet.
never.
So
Never will.
I say someday they will. I say someday there's going to be an iPhone 5, one phone, several chips. You want to take your iPhone to this carrier, then you just take it there. You're done. So we'll see. We'll make the long bet. Everybody, internet, remember, internet never forgets. So so what else we got?
We've got more news.
Yeah. And this,
Hulu.
yeah, I'm
Ooh.
pretty excited about.
Who knew?
You've had it on all your stuff for a
Right.
while now, and you're abusing it just by not using it. You're mocking.
Yeah, it's dumb.
You're mocking me with the use of. Our house used Hulu for everything. I mean, like all the time we're using Hulu.
We even have Hulu on our TVs.
Yeah,
I don't use it.
yeah, but you've got those with the Vizio apps or whatever.
That had a big update.
Ridiculous. So whatever, the Google TV's finally been rooted, and you can watch Hulu on it, but you gotta buy a brand new one,
Hulu
and you've got to
sucks.
solder it. You gotta find
I
solder.
saw
it.
that.
Like before it even gets an update, you take it out of the box and you crack it open, and then you solder it.
Yeah.
If that doesn't freak you out, nothing will.
So this Hulu, I mean, Hulu, yeah, it's great, but Hulu for Android has been announced at the Samsung press event.
Yeah.
Is Hulu even really that great anymore? I mean,
I don't
unless
know.
you're paying for Hulu Plus.
Well, Hulu Plus is the only way that this is gonna work. So you can't use the app unless you're a Hulu Plus subscriber.
It's dumb.
I don't know though.
$8 a month?
I don't know. Think about how much money you spend on iTunes for the same content though.
True, but think about how much money you spend on Netflix.
Totally different though. Totally different window. I mean, Hulu has a totally different availability window.
Yeah.
So, I know. I'm telling you, man. I think that it's pretty good. So, I think that it's a positive thing for Android, and I think that I am going to be renewing my Hulu Plus subscription finally when the
Really?
app comes out. Hopefully, it comes out for my Evo, because some of the things I heard was that it was going to be limited to specific kinds
Devices.
of devices. Yeah.
Well, that's one thing that I've noticed with Netflix even. Now that we're getting more and more devices, like we've got our laptops. So in my family, we have 2 laptops, a desktop,
Really.
2
Only one
Google
desktop?
TVs. Yeah. 2 Google TVs and a Vizio.
Yeah.
And then if we want to watch it at work, 2 more.
Yeah.
And it's limited to 6 devices
With the Hulu Plus?
with Netflix. And then 2
Oh,
iPhones.
Netflix.
So-
So you can only sign in to 6?
Yeah. You can only
Is
have
that
it.
6 ever or like currently signed into 6?
You can only have 6 activated devices. So if you want to, you can go into the website. You have to go to the website on a laptop and deactivate a device so you can activate
Yeah,
another
kind of
one.
like iTunes though, right?
Kind of. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I could put up with that. I could see that because then you're sharing it. You could give your family your login for Netflix, so that would really screw up
Yeah.
your queue.
Yeah. It's bad enough just having me and my wife in there.
Yeah. Whatever.
I don't wanna
Love
watch-
Actually is so your jam. That is your movie.
Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of Say Yes to the Dress. The wedding ones.
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Ugh.
Or is that? Yeah, Sisterhood.
Yes.
Mm.
Nope. Eat, Pray, Love.
It just gives me a little bit of a in the back of my throat.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
That's when I have to throw in a couple like some of the crazy ones. The crazy like Godzilla movies or whatever.
Nice. Just totally messed up. Like you get some Mystery Science Theater 3000
Mhm.
in the queue. She's like,
Yeah.
Hands of Manos. What is this?
And then you watch like action movies like Gamer and stuff like that, and it's like blood and gore movies.
Oh,
And then
Gamer was
wedding
totally
movies.
an awesome movie. Like I just watched that like 3 months ago. I never heard of it.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Fun times.
It was after I saw Dexter. So
Ooh. Very nice.
yeah.
So do we have some more news, Lane?
We have one last thing that I wanted to bring up. Of course, I've got gingerbread on my Evo, which is great for everybody if you can get it. But they have all kinds of gingerbread features now available on the Android market. So if you have a 2.2 device and you don't want to, root it to install all this great CyanogenMod 7 hackiness pre-release.
We did
Stuff
use
here.
the Gadget Cam on the show, Lane.
There it
It's
is.
awesome.
Okay, I said, oh, we won't need to use the gadget cam. Yes, we will.
It's even a cool
Yes, we
shot.
will.
I just like the shot.
But they have this stuff available on the market now too. So if you go onto your market and you have a 2.2 device, just search for this author, Stephen Lin, Stevenlin, 2 words, of course. You'll find the keyboard, the launcher, and the live wallpaper that comes with the Nexus S. So pretty cool. The stuff's it's been separated out from the source code that was released, packaged up into an APK, and there you go. So the keyboard's pretty cool though. I guess you could pull that up. I don't know. I'll pull up Google Talk here, and I'll pull up Brad. He's away. He wanted me to get some. Pepsi Max, but I got him Coke Zero.
Oh,
So,
Failure.
but that's that keyboard. It's black and gray and
Big.
all kinds of
chunky.
goodness or whatever. But it's an awesome keyboard. So, yeah, you can get that, and you can get the. I don't use the gingerbread launcher on here, but it's basically the same thing as the Froyo launcher. But they've redesigned the button stuff, the cluster on the bottom, and I don't know, just some little things. Not very impressive, but
Sounds good to me.
you could just say you got it, right?
You could say that.
So
I got it.
I recommend ADW instead.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, guys. ADWX. Because it's that much cooler.
So cool.
I think I reviewed that last week.
Maybe.
So, that's all the news for this week.
All the news that is fit to
Perhaps.
print. We've got our news. If you want to find out more of these wonderful shows, you can visit theandroidappshow.com and type that in into your internet browser or phone or any internet connected device.
Yeah. Well, all of our videos on there are on YouTube now.
YouTube.
So the mini app reviews and the full episodes.
Full
Because we
episodes.
are so awesome, YouTube loves us, and they said, yeah, sure, you can upload your full hour-long episodes to YouTube if you want. So you can watch them on not just Android phones, but there's all kinds of feature phones that support YouTube video.
Really?
Yeah. So you can watch our content in a lot of places now.
Nice. That's awesome. And you can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/Android App Show. So just follow Android App Show. We tweet.
Oh,
quite a
yes.
bit. We like the tweets. We tweet it up.
Yeah, we've got a lot of followers on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, definitely get at us. It's
Get
lots
at
of fun.
us. Hit us up, as they say.
There you go.
And youtube.com/the Android App Show.
There
We're
you
on
go.
there too.
Yeah, that's where all our great stuff is. I just started making. I got a game playlist on there, so all of our game reviews are in one, and I'm making a couple other new playlists. So if you check that out,
Cool.
you will be entertained.
I'm entertained already. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and we will be back next week with some more great Android app reviews. Because this is what we do around here. We like it. It's a lot of fun. See you guys later.